We prevented a super racist and rude guest from booking into our unit, and I'm going to show you everything that she said to me, and I'm not even going to blur out her name because Lynn Robinson, I can't even believe it. Do you know why you keep getting disrespectful, annoying, and plain out guests? Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Mercedes, your favorite Airbnb property manager, and today we're going to talk about dealing with difficult guests because Lord knows he's been testing us 2023.
I don't know what's gotten into you lately, but you should really check your attitude.
You're joining us from our new home office. We are literally about 10% done. We have so much to do. It's going to be an awesome home studio / home office. But we're taking forever because we're also furnishing a 5-bedroom house for a client. It's really difficult when you're spending your own money furnishing versus our clients. So what exactly is a difficult guest? What's that saying? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yeah, you also get to determine what's difficult to you. For me, we have a lot of foreign guests, so sometimes a language barrier can be difficult. Also, we have older guests sometimes, so they're not really tech savvy and we have to explain to them 20 times how to use the digital lockbox. Or my all-time favorite is the guest who has the address, has the location, and they still ask you, how far is Disneyland? How far is Universal? How far is Santa Monica Pier? I'm like, girl, we all have Google Maps on our phones.
We sure do.
That being said, there are definitely some different behaviors and different challenges that can make a guest extremely difficult for all Airbnb hosts. For example, the guest who has these unrealistic expectations and high demands, the guest who's just plain out disrespectful and can cause structural damage to the property. Knock on wood, that has not happened to us yet. And lastly, the guest who causes the neighbors to complain about them. You have to know how to navigate those difficult conversations. And remember, you're the Airbnb manager, you're the host, so ultimately you have to shape that conversation. Deep breaths. Let's talk about how to handle these difficult guests. First, I set clear expectations right from the get-go. The best way to avoid problems and conflicts with your guests is to make sure that you and the guest are on the same page from the jump. We're in LA for the most part.
Can I smoke in here?
So instead of my host getting smoked out, I would rather have a controlled environment in the patio, on the porch, in the backyard, and just let guests know that is their area to do what they need to do. Don't bring it inside the house. There is a fine line between being clear, assertive, and plain out.
She's not wrong.
If you want to find that medium of being welcoming and assertive, then definitely click the link below. Here is our free automated messaging guide. We have mastered that art. We hope this helps you too. You have to communicate effectively. An irritated Airbnb host and an upset guest at your house is never a good mix.
It was messy. Very messy.
And that's why as the host, you gotta be the bigger person and kill them with kindness, no matter how irritated and annoyed you are at the situation or the guest. As the Airbnb host, you have to step back and seriously kill them with kindness.
It's really hard.
And sometimes that means picking up the phone. I know we all hate the phone, but honestly, if you're just texting back and forth on Messenger, getting nowhere, be the bigger person, you're the host, pick up the phone and hear the guests out. Understand what their issue is, how can you help them? Also, super pro tip, if you do end up talking to them on the phone or texting them off the platform, make sure you recap it in Messenger. The reason you wanna recap whatever situation just happened over the phone is because if the situation worsens and there's damage onto your house or you just really can't handle this guest anymore and you need to involve Airbnb support, they're only going to use the evidence that's in the app. They're not really gonna care that you talk to them outside because there's no proof. You didn't record the phone call, I hope. And they're really not gonna care for text messages because that's out of their jurisdiction. So always do a quick little recap. Thanks so much for picking up the phone. I really hope that we solved your solution by XYZ. Done. And if all else fails and you seriously just cannot deal with this guest anymore, don't be scared. Something fell in my eye. Blooper. Don't be scared to contact Airbnb support. They have trained agents who seriously could just help you de-escalate the situation and find a solution for both parties involved. And it will not go against you as a host because you're just wanting to help the guest and hopefully protect your property. Here is my #1 annoying, difficult guest situation. We prevented a super racist and rude guest from booking into our unit, and I'm gonna show you everything that she said to me, and I'm not even gonna blur out her name because Lynn Robinson, I can't even believe it. This is our cute 2-bedroom Culver City condo. It's right now going for like $250 to $300 a night. So Lynn rates us on VRBO and she's like, I'll offer $150 a night for your apartment. It's a good experience. I could extend longer, but I need you to agree to $150 a night. And I'm like, no, that's more than 50% off. I was like, the lowest I could do is $250 a night, which I think is super reasonable. She then continues to tell me that my pricing is far too high for a 2-bedroom condo. I'm like, girl, it's LA. Like, it's not. Then she goes, it's in Ladera Heights, Baldwin Hills Park, Windsor, which is a predominantly Black affluent neighborhood. We know. And then I didn't even respond because I was like, I have to like hold back a little bit. Then she writes me for the 3rd time and goes, I could be interested at a lower price, but that's whatever that is with what you offered, but your current price is wrong. Perhaps a shorter stay, but that far is priced too high. So she's basically telling me because we're neighboring these Black affluent neighborhoods that it ain't worth it. Okay, Lynn. Believe me, I wanted to tell Lynn off, but I have to remember that this is not my Airbnb, it's my client's Airbnb, so I gotta be professional. So I just wrote this. Hi, Lynn, we're sorry that you believe our pricing is too high. Thus far, we've had no problem listing our condo at the published rate. You're asking for over a 50% discount, and that's not feasible nor realistic. It's a shame that you're correlating low pricing with the Black affluent neighborhood. You are not the ideal guest that we would like to invite into our space. Best of luck. Lynn Robinson, I hope you see this video. I kind of wish I had more horror stories to share with you guys, but in reality, we manage over 25 properties and we have kind of just mastered the way of setting those expectations and communicating with our guests. Get our automated message. It's a free downloadable. It will help you. And ultimately, you just have to be prepared. It's better to be prepared than to react. We really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. We love giving you guys free knowledge and we want to be an asset to your Airbnb operation. So please subscribe so we can continue bringing on the knowledge and upping your Airbnb game.